Life begins in the most extraordinary way, inside the protective warmth of the womb. In the first few weeks, a tiny human embryo forms, appearing as just a cluster of cells, yet within it lies the intricate blueprint for a complex human being. By the fourth week, the neural tube begins to fold, forming the earliest foundations of the brain and spinal cord, while along the spine, somites emerge, tiny segments that will become muscles, vertebrae, and connective tissues. Tiny limb buds appear, hinting at the arms and legs that will grow over the coming weeks, while the primitive heart begins as a simple tube. It starts to beat and loop, establishing the very first circulation of blood, carrying vital nutrients to the developing tissues. Beneath the surface, the digestive system starts to take shape. The primitive gut folds and loops, creating the beginnings of the stomach and intestines, while the liver and pancreas begin their complex formation. Blood vessels branch out in a precise network, preparing to support the rapidly growing embryo. The eyes appear as small vesicles, the ears take form, and the nose and facial features begin to emerge, shaped carefully by cellular growth. Neural crest cells migrate throughout the embryo, orchestrating the formation of bones, nerves, and connective tissue in a perfectly coordinated process. By the sixth week, the heart is beating rhythmically, the limbs show early fingers and toes, and the brain vesicles expand, forming the forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Muscle fibers begin to appear, and the first tiny movements start, although they're still too small to be felt. The lungs start as small buds, the kidneys develop, and the delicate layers of skin begin to form, semi-transparent and soft. Each organ and tissue is taking its first functional steps, slowly transforming from simple cellular structures into complex systems. By the eighth week, the embryo has changed dramatically. It now resembles a miniature human, with all major organs present and starting to function. The heart beats with purpose, blood circulates, limbs move gently, and the brain initiates its first signals. This miraculous process, occurring quietly and invisibly, represents the very first chapter of human life. From a few tiny cells to a fully organized body, the embryo reveals the extraordinary beauty, precision, and complexity of early development, laying the foundation for continued growth, learning, and life itself.